Mixed Martial Arts Plus.
Right, Dave Hill, 10-2 pro fighter, fighting for the Cage Warriors Featherweight world title next week in Ireland against Connor McGregor. Trained for about 6-7 years now. Obviously all of it's built up to this fight and I'm going to put it into it, so can't wait for it. It's, you know, obviously where our games are, you know, his strength lies in his boxing, his stand-up, but he's got grappling, he trains, you know, FPG Ireland, really good gym, you know, so I've got no doubt he's going to be a quality, you know, quality on the floor as well. And same goes for me, you know, I've got to stand up, but my strength lies in the ground. But you know, I just feel the guys he's fought before, he's put it on them and they've worked with English pressure, whereas I've had a lot of experienced guys fight me, put it on me, and they've not stopped me, and he's not going to be the first guy to stop me, nor is he's not going to last 5 rounds with me either, so you know, I feel I'm going to get the grand, take the win. First loss was in Finland, Tom Ninemaki, who's now ranked #1 in Europe. He dropped me with a nasty shot, broke my nose in the first about 30 seconds, and he's put me on the back foot, to be honest, and he's a better man on the day. Next fight was actually Connor's teammate, Artem Lobov, and he just gave me a hard time. It wasn't my day, it was his day, fair play to him. He's a better man on the day, you know. Shit won one of them and underperformed, I feel. No disrespect to Artem, fair play to him. But you know, come back since then, beat Dave Lee to defend my title on OMAC, buzzing for that, and now, you know, just get the ball rolling against the, you know, there was things we looked at in the gym, personally I just felt I underperformed, and obviously we had to look at stuff, we had to address problems I had within the fights, but I feel I underperformed, and you know, been working hard and didn't want to take an easy fight after, hence fighting Dave Lee, was ranked #10, you know, just got back onto winning ways, first round submission there, so just look to the future.
You know, Dave Hill, he came to me as a pro, you know, he's 10-2. This kid, you know, 10-2, never been stopped. He lost the decision to Tom Ninemaki, who in my opinion, probably the best unsigned guy. This guy's an animal. He lost the decision in his backyard, and he did lose it convincingly, but the greatest thing about Dave is his belief and his spirit and his tenacity, and he's got a heart the size of a lion. He also dropped a decision to Artem Lobov on Cage Warriors, which was, you know, again, same there. Dave just had a bad night at the office. Artem won the fight fair and square. Dave was never there, and people, you know, they started calling him the prospect killer, because after that he went on to beat Uche from Uche Akiwi from Caravan, and you know, those are Dave's only 2 losses, and all of his fights combined, he's never been stopped. He then bounced back emphatically last year to retain his OMAC featherweight title when he submitted the highly regarded Dave Lee in the first round by triangle. And you know, Dave Lee's got a mixed record, but he ain't no slouch. If he loses, the guy loses to quality. And for Dave it was the manner in which Dave finished him. You know, to submit Dave in MMA is no mean feat, definitely not. And like I said, he's got, next week we fight for the Cage Warriors world featherweight title. And I emphasise the word world, because as an organisation, Cage Warriors are, you know, they're bona fide to hell.
Yeah.
It's seriously legitimate. When they say it's a world title, it truly is a world title.
Yeah.
Look at the past guys who have held their belts: Hardy, Monson, Bisping, Bigfoot Silva. They have shows now all over the world, well, predominantly, you know, in the UK and the Middle East, and it's a big deal. A big deal.
Like experience, isn't it? It's one of those things that when I'm an old boy, you know, chatting about it, I'm gonna, every opportunity I have, I'll bring it up in the pub. Oh yeah, when I fought for world title, you know, it's massive for me. Huge experience. So I'm really excited, really chuffed, happy with Cage Warriors, given the opportunity and just going to prove itself. And yeah, it's massive experience, great exposure to Cage Warriors. So couldn't be happier. They're coming through, aren't they? I think, like, cause obviously they had a quiet period a few years ago, and then suddenly they've had some money invested in them, and they're coming on in leaps and bounds, just growing, getting massive. So I think it's the best show to fight on at the moment in the UK, just with the amount of shows they're holding, where they're holding them, you know, they're paying the fighters well, looking after them well. So
yeah, do well with their medical.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know, it's you get your contract through, you know, you've got all that. It's just, so it's really professional. You do feel really looked after as a fighter, and it's good to know that you signed your contract. So if anything falls through, you feel confident. You know, they've got a plan in.
bringing in a lot of big names. They're bringing a lot of Bellator fighters.
Yeah, they've got Jesse Taylor, people like that. They've got some great fighters on there, and just coming on and growing. So it's brilliant, great fight for the title. Daville, pro fighter, 10-2 featherweight, fight for Cage Warriors title next week. Look out for MMAPLUS, new magazine. It's gonna have great stuff. Cheers.
This is verbal mixed martial arts. Step steady, the technique that I unleash first class.